Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio and I'm here to show you one of the new match air pistols from a company called Brno, based in Czechoslovakia. This is quite a smart bit of kit actually, and it comes in its own plastic hard case, which is nicely padded so the pistol all gets protection throughout. The kit comes with a charging adapter, and you also have individual interchangeable foresight elements which can fit into the recess there. Just adjust an Allen key and then they fit in. But basically what you have here is a pneumatic semi-match grade pistol. This is the obviously the main cylinder which holds the air pressure. For testing I charged this to 200 bar, but one of the features here, you can go as far as 300 bar, increase the pressure, and then you obviously get correspondingly so many more shots. But from 200 bar you still get in the region of 140, 150 shots, so it's quite impressive, and that's more than enough obviously in practice that you're going to need. But what you have here is as I say, a match air pistol with rather nice what they call anatomical grips. This is made from laminate, so it's layered wood cut from the wood blank, and then it shows the grain after that. But the key thing is that you've got a full palm grip, and it's actually on test. I can genuinely say this feels as if I did the sort of plasticine mould to make the grip. It's just spot on for me. I've got quite large hands, but everything sits there perfectly. Obviously there's going to be some difference for individual to individual, but you have a fully adjustable grip there, just at the turn of a couple of Allen keys. That palm shelf can then be moved and angled to suit. On either side of the design you've got like a finger shelf there for your trigger finger, and correspondingly there's another shelf there for the thumb. The whole end result is that it's totally encased your hand, and or your hand's encased the grip rather, but it feels totally natural and the finger falls to the trigger. Again, in the interest of competition use, you've got full adjustment in a lot of areas, and the trigger is a true match trigger unit there. The blade can be rotated around the rod that comes down, and the trigger blade itself can actually be moved in a vertical position as well, on a lateral plane rather. So the trigger pull is incredibly light as well, and I am one for really light triggers, and this comes down to, it's around the sort of 2 to 3 ounces, which as any match shooter knows is extremely good, and it's a very precise unit. It comes fitted with open sights, and here you have wheel adjusters for your windage and elevation. There's also a clever feature with this in that once you slacken again a couple of Allen keys, you can adjust the aperture there. You turn a screw and that aperture closes on the rear side, which in conjunction with the adjustable foresight beads allows you to get the sight picture that you want. With this again, another great feature is the fact you can dry fire it. What you do there, you've got a very neat side lever, which is very similar to the Brno rifles. You'll pull that back to cock the action, and then if you want to just dry fire, you press that button through, close your lever, and thereafter you're purely tripping the trigger mechanism and not actually expelling any air, like so. And that allows you to appreciate the trigger pull without actually using air, which is invaluable for practicing at home, for example. If you want to just fire it live, you cock the tiny side lever, roll your pellet into the loading tray, close the lever, and fire that off. And again, it's a 2-stage unit. Take up the slack of the first pull, and then that should go. Sorry, I've left it on dry fire, I do apologise. When you take it off dry fire, it's slightly disconcerting because there is a blast of air, so you just do that. That's now off. Cock it as usual, back again, and that's live, like so. But having the dry fire system is very handy. To chart, the one slight downside, but it's a feature of an awful lot of Continental match guns, is that you have to remove the cylinder to charge it. That's done by cocking the action, putting it onto dry fire, and then that blue cylinder simply unscrewed. And then what you do is connect the cylinder via this adapter either directly to an air bottle or use a cable and connect it to, again, the bottle or a pump system. But all in all, it's a very impressive gun. I've had this recently on a review test, and it was literally single ragged holding at 10 yards, so it's extremely accurate. For about £660, it's very competitive when you compare it to people like Fine-Whitbow and Walther, and they're sort of top end pneumatic pistols, which can be sort of £1,500, £2,000. So it's very competitive, and it gives you a good entry into match shooting. So that's the Brno MK08.